Welcome, everybody, to yet another episode of Whoreible Decisions.
You want to be French. So
Bitch, I ain't gonna hold you. The only reason why I keep doing that is because somebody literally asked, can you please start the pod? It makes my week when you start it in your little
to be fair,
accent.
It's not really French because I feel like French would be horrible. Like,
see, I don't like that.
I started learning because I'm doing a Duolingo now.
You're doing what?
I'm learning French.
No, you not, bitch.
Swear to God. I'm trying to move to Paris for like 6 months. I told you that.
Bitch.
And I want to know French. So
you know what's crazy to me though? That's why I don't really do it like that. I don't know how, well, like what you want to say.
But I don't have a gag
and
sound
I don't like that.
I wasn't saying, so you know, rue is street. You know, you see it on the streets, like it's a big word, rue.
Like Moulin Rouge.
But it's rue.
Moulin Rouge.
And you have to take your tongue and put it back.
Bro, I don't even like gagging on dick. I'm not finna when I talk.
But
so it's gonna
this
be
is how.
See what I mean? It's giving Whoreible Decisions. It's gonna be my motherfucking language. I'm your girl Mandii B, aka Full Court Pumps, aka That Bitch.
Hi, I'm Weezy. Welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back.
Just us.
It is just us. Y'all be saying y'all like us. There we go. Y'all be saying y'all like when we be just solo. So we gonna give y'all solo, even though we literally right now are two single ass hoes trying to figure out what we even motherfucking want.
I called Mandii. I was like, I don't know. We need guests,
and then we didn't have guests. And
I'm not getting fucked, but I got a story for you.
Yeah. So we gonna get into that story. I wanted to just start off with some really, really slight excitement, and this is how you know. I don't know if it's that I'm in my 30s. I don't know if it's just because I don't have dick right now. But the excitement for me this week was pumpkin spice being back. Wow. And that's where I know.
And that's where we'll never get a fucking live show ticket about again. I'm excited about pumpkin spice.
And bro, and I'm excited too because my week is back. I want to shout out to Kid Fury and Crystal. The read is finally back after they break. So I just wanted to shout out the read. But yeah, like, I really had to do like a self-reflection with myself because I was like, I don't think I should be this excited about pumpkin spice being back.
You got nothing else, buddy.
I have nothing else. No dick, no coochie, no nothing. And while I was this close to like, okay, maybe I'm gonna pull up to the sex club, I'm too scared because both sex clubs that I go to
got monkeypox?
No, but are queer friendly, and the CDC keep making it seem like it's something with men that deal with men. And while I'm fully accepting of that and would actually love myself to find one of you to deal with me and fuck me, I'm too scared to go into these spaces where people are naked. I can't even see the skin because there's galaxy lights and it's dark. So technically, I won't be able to see the lesions on somebody if they start. I just don't want to do the sex club right now.
Monkeypox is terrifying.
No, it's terrifying.
I would rather have COVID and chlamydia
at the same time
before monkeypox. Because I'm gonna tell you what, one of them you could see, and it's
one of them you can see, which
and
also
monkeypox means something you can see.
Bro, it shows how fucking vain our country is.
Nigga,
like,
when you look sick,
we weren't scared to possibly die, but now you scared to have some bumps on you, bitch. Did you ever have chicken pox?
I don't remember. But I guess I did, right?
I did.
Didn't we all?
I mean, yeah, especially if you went to daycare. Like,
I never got my tonsils taken out. Did you?
No. I got chicken pox and lice at daycare.
That's how I know your fucking hair is
what?
lice.
Don't do that. What? That's how you know what?
You know black people don't get lice.
Really? This is what we doing?
Y'all know this, right? Black people don't get lice, bro.
Yes, they can. They can if they're full natural. So
what?
I'm gonna tell you the reason why black people don't get lice.
Hold on.
Is because of the hair products. Like if you're using a lot of hair products in your hair, like the oils and stuff. I swear to God, it ain't just a race thing, bro. Don't sit here and make me be super white.
Hey, you remember when we thought niggas couldn't get COVID?
I just told my friend that I was like, you know what? There was a time that black people really thought that they couldn't get COVID, bro.
Dog, that shit was so. And then what's his name? Rudy, the French nigga.
Rudy Gobert.
They said it's because he was mixed.
Because he biracial.
Oh, it's coily hair. That's why.
Oh wait, coily hair cannot get lice?
It's the texture.
Oh. Okay, and clearly I got more of Miss Tammy hair. I do. I ain't even gonna hold you. I be mad at her every day. Like, bitch, I want a fro, and I can't get one because of your white ass.
Yeah, I'm reading it now. It says.
Interesting.
It's like allure.com, the truth and the myth behind the black people can't get lice. And apparently it's quote unquote not entirely true, but it's mainly because lice prefer, the infestations prefer straight hair.
Very, very interesting. Very, very fucking interesting.
Um,
Well, before you get to your
yeah,
story,
what happened in Atlanta?
I want to shout out our patrons. So let me tell y'all, if you have not yet, you should join our Patreon. It's patreon.com/Whoreible Decisions. I have been hopping in and out of the Discord quite a bit. And so our Discord channels are by far FetLife, SLS, any other sex lifestyle.
What's SLS?
It's another lifestyle app. Something lifestyle. But it's in the tri-state area.
Like the hotel?
What?
Like the hotel? SLS?
Maybe there's another letter in there. Maybe there's another letter in there. But anyway, there's a lot of sex apps that we have talked about here on Whoreible Decisions. And our Discord is literally that. So there are cities. It's broken up into cities. They have a whole job channel where they help each other get fucking jobs. And then there's a section where they share videos and pictures, which, by the way, as much as I love that y'all are meeting on the Discord and fucking the whore hive, y'all have got to stop sending us the videos. Like, we believe you when you send in stories and
They
home
don't
mail.
send it to me.
No, it's in the Whoreible. I don't know if you went through some of like the home mail. Like,
There's pictures attached? No, stop.
Pictures
Stop,
and videos
stop,
attached,
stop.
bro. You like that? You be asking for it.
I
That's
would
why.
like to see it.
I don't.
I don't want to see it in my DMs. For some reason, that feels like a violation. But for home mail,
And I look at email like I'm corporate. I don't want to look at somebody booty hole spread open
if
in
it
the
says
email.
home mail,
I
you know
want
what?
to read.
Fine. With a caveat, home mail plus attachment.
Yeah, can you put a
Put a home mail not safe for work. I guess
yeah,
there's
put
never safe.
NSFW or something in there. All I know is I've been opening a lot of the home mails, and it's like, you don't believe me? Well, here's a picture. You don't believe me? Check the video out. There's a whole
Is it flagged?
I'm going to send you one. Somebody has a whole video sucking dick in our Whoreible Decisions t-shirt and was like, do you like it? Like, is it okay if I post it somewhere? I said, of course, you have a Whoreible Decisions t-shirt. Nonetheless.
Is it okay if I post it somewhere?
Nonetheless.
What else?
Like a month ago, I went to Atlanta for InvestFest, and I go into the Discord, and in the Atlanta channel, there's a whole bunch of the whore hive. Look, you saw it?
Meta sex sells.
Bro, see what I mean? And there's fucking videos and shit in there, bro.
I just got back from the sex sales event. I was the one that met you in the Lakers shirt, and I told you I had a horrible story, 2 guys, 1 girl vibe.
Is there
You were
videos and
send a
pictures in
voice
there?
memo.
No, but my nigga, this
Oh, look,
shit is 21 minutes.
Bro, see what I mean?
Now, nigga, who the hell gonna listen to this?
See what I mean?
You know what? I'll
maybe
post it on Patreon.
Okay, yeah. Oh, maybe do that.
That'd be cool.
Listen to the full 21 minutes first in case we have to bleep something out. But
And Weezy, your mother named Jewel. Like, what?
yeah,
What?
I mean,
Hey, what?
But anyways, when I was in Atlanta for InvestFest, I pulled up on the Whore Hive. They were in there just chatting that they were gonna link up together. So I was like, ooh, I don't have to go to the InvestFest event until later. So I told my friend, I said, let's get ready now. I want to pop up on the Whore Hive. So they were all meeting at Yard House at Atlantic Station. And I walk in, and it's Kat.
Cute.
And I can't remember
Did
the
we meet
other
her in New
guy's
York?
name. Yeah, we met Kat. Kat done pulled up to all of our shows. But it's Kat, and it's another member from the Whore Hive, a male, and they were waiting on other people. But y'all should have showed up on time. I be telling y'all to show up on time. So I pulled up, and I'm like, hey, mind you, she had the fucking Whoreible Decisions tote with her. I was like, oh, I love it. So I bought them pickleback shots, and we start talking. Bitch, the Whore Hive member starts to tell me what he does as a side job. What would be the most horrible side job that you could think of other than OnlyFans? Think of the most wild side job, side hustle that you can think of.
Being a cuckold some person?
So not sex work,
But it's horrible?
but it's very horrible.
And it's not OnlyFans.
No.
Selling panties, selling feet, selling underwear.
He sells things. Let me tell you what one of our Whore Hive members do.
Not shit.
No. This nigga is the builder.
Did you hear that, Emily? She said nigga.
He is the builder of glory hole doors. Bro, he builds glory hole doors on his as a side hustle, and he said that there is a spot in DC. If anyone listening knows of this place, I would love to visit the next time I go. He said it was
see his craftsmanship.
Well, it's not only so it's and he also explained to me how this was a hetero space. I always assumed, maybe because I watch gay porn, that glory holes were a thing for the gay community. He said no.
Oh, nah.
He said it's very much women on the other sides of the doors. And he said, I make it to where splinters don't go on the dick.
I think gay shit is there's so much anonymous sex. That's why we associate it with glory holes.
I did not know that it was hetero. And he was like, no. So I helped build the doors. Like, there's a whole bunch of doors and rooms. He said that there's an announcement that, depending on the girl receiving, I don't know if it's 2 knocks or whatever, but there's some sort of code that you have to warn the person before you come. Like, you're not technically supposed to come in their mouths. Like, it's supposed to be just a sucking thing, and you're supposed to alert the person before you come. And it's up to them whether they receive it as a facial or in their mouth. But he was telling me all these glory holes.
I want to know
we have
how
to bring him
you
on,
make sure you don't get a splinter in the glory hole.
I mean, he creates it, and I think that that's what he does. Like, he crafts it to where it's not like, all I know is we sat there.
Like when you drill a hole.
But you could you sandpaper the shit, I guess. And maybe you could put like some velvet or some.
That's a good BTS.
Bro.
I would like someone in Atlanta to go. We could pay
it's in
somebody.
DC. It's in DC.
Oh, he's in DC.
He's in DC, but well.
You said Atlanta.
No, because you know
No, you met up in Atlanta.
Our whore hive be traveling.
Oh, he came down to meet.
Bro, to meet somebody else and have fun. And then I'm talking to Kat and she's like, yeah, girl, I'm meeting a couple. And I was just like, well, I love this for y'all. Like, I love it for you.
$5 a month. No,
you could possibly find
$15
find your husband, because also so many members.
I wish we could have. I want to say I actually looked into going to that wedding. I just couldn't because of the dates. But I wanted to go.
Well, they sent me their motherfucking registry, and I just sent them like a whole bunch of gifts from their registry.
That's sweet.
When people send me registry, just know, as much as y'all think I got money, I'm just gonna buy you 20 items that are like less than $20. Like, that's how I do it.
That's a good one.
I like getting all the shit that I know you're going to use.
I like filling it up.
I like filling it up. I like sending you a whole bunch of shit instead of just buying you one expensive item.
You know, one of my favorite horrible stories is Dre,
the fine one that be on the town
from the
hall.
islands.
Yeah, his wife listened to this. Can we even say that he fine?
Yeah, she want to hear this shit. What the fuck? If we don't want to fuck your husband, who would we be, bitch?
When I tell you, your husband is fine. Yo,
but
we do a town hall every month, and this man come on with his little bohemian ass accent with his beard. And then we be trying not to flirt because his wife be there, but then sometimes he also has his baby.
But wait, the tea is, when I remember them, because during COVID, she was pregnant.
Yes.
And when we started town halls, I was like, oh my God, it's going to be a horrible baby. And he really be on the town halls with that little girl. And you know what? I know I'm getting old quick, because one day, I almost said this little bitch.
That's a little bitch.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I'm just thinking to myself, like, one day this little girl gonna hear and she gonna know what the fuck I'm saying.
Not a little bitch.
You and actually her fucking first word is little bitch, I'm be like, you shouldn't have been playing episode whatever this is.
Anyway, I would love, if you are listening, which I'm sure you are because you're a patron, would love to have you come on the show. So if ever you're in New York, I'll hit you on the Discord. Would love to really get into the glory hole world of sex. Like what it costs, the type of consumers that come in there.
Damn, it's giving sex sells, actually.
Yeah,
what?
Well, the sex sells is giving horrible. Like, we be talking about a lot of the same shit.
I mean, yeah, but I specifically focus on businesses. Like, I focus on their cap. I mean, we did the show. Like, I talk about money, hard numbers, income. That actually, how that business works, that would be dope.
I would love to learn that.
And I recently, shout out to Taryn Finley, by the way, who wrote a Huffington Post article.
That's my girl.
I fuck with Taryn. She did a Huffington Post article on me, and it felt really good. And I was telling her, what was so dope about doing sex sells was that when I was sourcing businesses, I was at first Googling and doing all this shit. And then, season 1, I stopped. And I was like, nah. If people did our show, came and did our live shows, worked with us, and promoted their businesses that way, why not give them a bigger platform? And now everyone can see it in a different way. Because when we have someone come on, we talk to them about the nasty shit. And this is kind of eliminated. You're looking at a dominatrix on sex sells, but at the same time, she's having to tell you how she had to learn CPR and breathwork and how much the classes cost to make sure she doesn't kill someone. And all about the money. And it is really expensive to be a sex worker because you're paying for all your own shit. It's not cheap. And I really like figuring out why the fuck people want to do the shit they do. But yeah, I would love to talk about those doors. I actually might
shout out to him.
Be too disgusting. So I don't really know where to start this. I am trying not to be on a low vibration because like I'm just really disappointed in men. And
what happened to old boy?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because
y'all will hear about it in a couple months when she start calling him a fuck nigga, apparently. Like you did with Old Bay.
He's a good guy, so I really can't. Like people have human experiences and reasons for things, but Old Bay's a piece of shit. Okay. This guy wasn't, but you know, I just was starting to think a little bit about what people are really like looking for when they're dating and what they mean. And I just had 2 conversations, right? One particularly with a famous person.
Okay. Who
told me that he thinks I need to only date industry niggas. I said, that's funny you said.
Everyone keeps telling me that, and I refuse.
So
that's what everyone says my failure was with my ex.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. So then Alex and I started arguing about it because he was like, no, dude, like you're just getting out of this light of where Whoreible was this whole thing to people, and now it's changing because y'all are getting older, you're doing different things. Like now you start fucking industry niggas, it's a totally different name for you, right?
What do you mean a different name for you? Because like people are gonna talk like you're actually a hoe.
Right.
I mean you.
But I'm like, but I'm already you're just talking about the wildest shit all over. So here's what the dude told me.
Okay. Let me hear this breakdown.
I want to tell you how famous this person is. This person is so famous that he's borderline. You need an NDA if you have sex with him because TMZ is going to cover it. Not just Shade Room type of famous. And it was
we don't both fuck niggas that are.
No, I mean like in terms of the answer that he gave, why I'm saying he had that experience, right?
Okay.
So he said, for one, he said, when I'm, and mind you, I just met him this night and someone's explaining Whoreible Decisions to him. He's like, oh, yes, yeah, I've seen it. And he was like, yo, his response. My friend explained it and was like, oh, it's really explicit, and he was like, yo, I know exactly what you're talking about. He's like, that's so dope. He's like, because if you think about it, like, I know, Angela, you gotta be tired of talking about that shit. And like, he laughed about it. He was like, that's what I remember. And then he was like, but I know about your show. And he was like, that's dope, you know, And he was like, plus Angela was always radio chick, like, because the guy, I had said, oh yeah, we started as corporate girls at a. Fast forward. He's like, so what's dating like for you? I was like, funny you ask. I'm not getting laid. And he says, well, what kind of niggas you meet? Dudes that like you would meet from like your old job? Because I guess he doesn't know how long we've been doing it.
Right.
I was like, I mean, like maybe I'll go on a dating app and And he was like, that's your problem. And he was like, how is it possible that you are famous? I don't like saying that, but you're famous and you don't want to date someone famous who can understand that you're just doing a job?
Which is crazy because B. Simone got dragged for saying that same thing, that she didn't want a 9-to-5.
No. She's an entrepreneur. And she was saying...
she said she don't want a 9-to-5. The problem
I know. That, but here's what he said. So he's like, even if they're not that famous, even if they're a producer, even if they're a writer, he's like, people understand you're an entertainer. He said, almost every man you meet is going to find a way to be intimidated, either by your money, by your sex talk. They're going to find this thing. And if they don't find it, someone else they know will find it.
Yes.
And he was like, and push them in the direction of someone who is completely vanilla and plain, though she may be more of a whore than you. He was like, it will always seem like a more attractive thing because they have to deal with your magnitude. And you know who won't be scared of that? Industry niggas.
I disagree.
And I gotta be honest with you, bro. I just don't really have faith that he's wrong.
Can I tell you where I disagree?
Well, let me finish.
Okay.
So I had a good experience with Old Bay, right? But I am finding that I have to over-explain and make someone very comfortable and watch myself and kind of have to introduce my world to a dude that isn't in it and then be fearful of them understanding it, opposed to meeting someone that gets it and knows that it can be turned off. Whereas someone who doesn't do this job, people say things like, how come you and Mandii fight all the time, but you can be chemistry on the mic? Because it's a real thing. Like, we know how to do this job, right? We're doing it well. So, like, I know how to turn these things off, but people don't get that, right? Because they're not fucking entertainers. So, no, I don't think I'm really going to have good experiences. I really have Mandii, don't really have faith right now in men. I don't.
I mean, so that's what I was gonna pull it.
I do think industry niggas are a better shot.
But to me, it's a man thing. And I say that because men, and here's my thing with industry men, which is why I said I flopped, right? When we first started this show, all I dealt with was industry men. And they loved my availability to them. They loved that I would be willing to switch up my schedule and hop on flights and come to them when it suited them. Industry men have ego. Industry men have power. Industry men are not used to being told no by women. When they're dealing with a woman who has a schedule where, my nigga, I'm sorry, I'm opening a studio. I'm sorry, I have to record with Weezy. Hold on, no. And only because I still have those men in my phone, and the way I got offered to be flued out. He's like, yo, come to Dallas. I looked at my schedule. I said, can I come in 8 days? The nigga wanted me there the next day.
So
wait,
I get what you're saying about availability, but that's not about...
But not only availability, in terms of ego, where you walk into a room, and I did this, bitch, when we had our live show in Charlotte. Let me tell you what happened in Charlotte. I'm with one of my NBA niggas. And when we had our live show in Charlotte, this is pre-pandemic.
I remember. We only went once.
Right, we only went once. So my little NBA nigga that's in Charlotte, he was in Charlotte at the time, we go to a hookah bar the day before, because, you know, we fly into cities normally the day before. So I link with him, we do the hookah bar, he comes over and I talk about how I didn't end up fucking because I fucking started my period that night and I shared it at the live show. But anyways, we go to the hookah bar. Not only does the bartender at the hookah bar know me, as we're walking in, a fan is walking out that's coming to the live show the next day. So I'm sitting with him at this fucking hookah bar, and after we sat in our chair, because mind you, she of course wants a picture. He's like, man, I got you. This nigga is fucking 6'8". He knows me from being a ho. Since I was 18, I knew this nigga. And the way we even held a whole conversation, his response was, nigga, someone just didn't even care about me. Mind you, he was in the fucking NBA for like 8 years. He's like, yo, I don't know if that's something I could get used to, because of who he was, what his life was, and how he was just completely ignored because it was a fan of mine.
I don't know, Mandii. If someone knew you from before, maybe, but niggas is dating IG baddies that... I saw Chaney Jones the other day, Kanye's girl. Bro, she barely could make it, honestly. Like, people were trying to...
But only because she's fucking Kanye. Once she stops fucking Kanye, it's the same way none of us care about...
girls are famous too, and all these niggas fuck them. You cannot tell me otherwise. I'm sorry.
They fuck them.
Fuck them, date them, wife them, buy them back. Like, stop.
They fuck them.
Anyway.
They fuck them.
So
a lot of these bitches
I want to tell you a little bit of a rebuttal to this. One of my favorite clips I've seen recently. That Brent Faiyaz clip about women with power and energy and whatever, and men being attracted to that. I do believe that is a real thing, right? I think that...
Didn't you say he used to fuck women as well to, like, have a place to stay? And he did that in New York?
What are you talking about?
Brent Faiyaz recently said that he went on a date in New York.
He didn't say that. He said during the pandemic.
During the pandemic. But that's what I'm saying.
He didn't say he would find her a place to stay. He would say he would just fuck with her.
But I think that men that are attracted to women with
power, bro, you can't say because a nigga wants to fuck and because he's a hoe. Like, obviously he's making music about being toxic. He's horny. And also the pandemic. Like, I don't think that's relative to his attractivity to, like, who he's looking for. I think that's irrelevant.
I think long term, though, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about relationships and dating.
That just came out of his mouth for relationships and dating.
No, but I'm saying for the experience that I have, and I'm only saying it from the experience that I've been fucking industry niggas for a long time, the difference in conversation, the difference in my availability, and a lot of those niggas still being in my phone now that I'm single, there is a difference with the response being that I'm not available, being that I have more money now. I'm not fucking for bread anymore. So the way they have to show up is differently, and I require more that they can't give.
I have to say, Mandii, I do... We can definitely agree to disagree. There's really good points on both of them, because I do agree with the availability thing you're saying. Like, there's a guy right now on my line that I think we're gonna have a weekend in Montreal because it's the moment that, like, he'll be there, but I'll be in New York around Afropunk because he can't get on the West Coast because he'll be in Hawaii. Like, it's too much.
Yeah.
But something I was thinking about, just for instance, like, I've been watching Freddie Gibbs and his girlfriend, and they look super cute online. And every time you go in her comments, people are so mean to her because she's an OnlyFans,
right? Saying
she's a porn star in this.
She is.
But like tagging Freddie like he gives a fuck. Now, I haven't had this conversation about it with Freddie yet, but what I would be assuming is that you understand and can isolate that one experience, right? You're a fucking rapper. You're also a dad. You're also an actor. You're also whatever. Like, I do believe that entertainers can isolate that shit. I really do. And I think that a girl like that, obviously she's fucking hot, but also what nigga can handle you doing an OnlyFans but someone else who is famous? And it's things like that that really make me feel like I don't know if I'll really meet a guy that's not semi in my world that will be able to handle what I do, because I will only grow. This is the trajectory. If someone was a betting person, there ain't been an L taken since I've started the show, since you started the show. Like, boom, we just keep growing, making more money every year. So what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I don't really know what it's gonna be, but like my faith bar is just low with niggas. So last night, speaking of glory hole, kind of funny. I go have a spa date with my homegirl. I'm getting frustrated just thinking about niggas. I'm like, I need to go to bed because I'm in a bad mood. So I said, you know what? I want to have sex, but I'm having trouble having sex because either I'll find someone attractive and they start talking, or I'm interested in someone and I'm not that attracted to them with the way they look. I have this look in my head, whatever. Do I need a glory hole? Like, I just need to have sex and not look at the person. Should I just have anonymous sex right now? And I was like, you know what?
That's easy to get, bro.
I know, but
you
then
can find a nigga to just drop some dick off.
I know, but then
I
it's the whole thing about
these
it.
niggas will fuck a chicken sandwich, bro. Like, just getting a one night stand.
But I'm too
in New
emo.
York.
I can't have sex, Mandii. I think my pussy's broken.
I'm mad that I done turned into you. I ain't gonna hold you. I can't have sex without intimacy.
I can't.
And you taking my trash out. Or you have to
So-
pay me a large amount of money for me to be a paid hoe again.
Bro, I'm dying. Do you know I tried to masturbate?
Y'all, we're both dying. Clearly, we're both dying of...
I hope this is relative to someone.
We're lying.
We're
dying.
Bro.
Not we're lying. I said we're lying.
I'm
we're
not
dying.
fucked. I swear
You're
to y'all,
unfucked, technically.
I'm not the masturbator of the show. I masturbate anywhere. A job,
you are the masturbator of the
plane.
show, yes.
I know. I cannot fucking come right now. I'm not on antidepressant. I can't. Bro, if I masturbate, I think about the last time I had sex. I'm like, why am I thinking about this thing? I cannot come.
Oh, wait, what nigga you think about?
Huh?
When nigga...
It doesn't matter. It's been fucking 2 months, bro. I'm gonna...
Do you know what's crazy? I feel like it's been 2 months for me too. Only because... Bitch, I basically...
Don't talk to me. Because
No.
you told me you have your hood nigga you can fuck. So stop.
No, I told you I didn't have him for the last month.
Well, get him back, Mandii.
No. I am going to get him back. He's the one I told you I hit up a couple weeks ago. Like, ooh, come fuck me so hard. Come in my pussy. Well, not really come in my pussy. I said come fuck me hard. And then I went and used the bathroom and my fucking period came. Because fucking the world is a hater. The universe does not want me to get fucked. Do you think I fucked since then? No, because now the nigga out of town.
Do you think that it's a possibility?
Wait, then I hate...
Remember Sex in the City? You don't have a boyfriend, a great apartment, and money all at the same time. Nigga, we got lit cribs. We got lit fucking bank accounts. Is this why I ain't got a nigga? Because guess what, bitch? When my apartment was getting renovated, I was getting fucked. And the shit is fixed.
I had a nigga for the last 2 years. Which, by the way, we ain't going to talk about it on this episode.
This sucks.
But he been listening to the pod since we broke up.
Fuck him. I don't give a damn.
He's so upset.
Fuck him, fuck him.
But I do miss him.
Okay.
But we're not getting back. But I will say.
I feel like I'm never going to have sex again.
Bro, you're going to fuck. You go back to LA.
I feel like I'm never going to have sex again.
Sex.
Oh, here's where my faith was not restored. So
last night.
I was like, yo, why am I acting like this? Like, I'm bad as fuck and I'm talking about a glory hole. I'm going to go out and meet somebody cute. So I go to Dumbo House. I was too late. The party was over. Then we go to Kind Regards. And I'm like, I'm so over this shit right now. I'm like, I'm walking home. I'm walking home with Alex and Brianda. I see a nigga that's my type. Tatted little
I can't tell what your type is anymore. Every time you...
I like alternative black guys.
Now.
If a black dude gotta look like
he's poor.
But he's not.
It's giving he goes to pianos on Fridays.
No, I don't want that type.
What's an alternative?
Just shut the fuck up. I ain't gonna lie, this one kind of did look like that. But
it was giving pianos.
He was an artist. I was like, ooh. Okay, anyway.
But an aspiring one. That's what he looked like, right?
No, he had nice clothes on and a nice watch.
Oh, okay.
So he's walking down the street, I see him. And he's on the phone, he's walking fast, but I'm like locking eyes with him. And I'm like, why isn't he fucking doing anything? So he walks across the street. I was like, damn, let me walk home. He turns around. I'm like, Alex, leave. I'm like screaming at Alex to leave. I'm like, Brianna, get over here. Brianna got an Uber ready to take her church and ass home. I was like, you ain't going nowhere. She's like, okay, mama, I'm here. He comes across the street. We go in the same store as him. I buy cigarettes. And I don't really smoke cigarettes like that, but I was like, fuck it. This is it. I sit down and I'm like, I don't have a lighter. And then he gives matches to Brianna, like hands them. Just doesn't say anything.
Like matches like for... Like matches.
When I said, I didn't ask him for a lighter. I just said I didn't have one. So he doesn't talk. He's still on the phone. He's looking at me while he's on the phone. Doesn't say anything. And then he looks down at my feet, says I have nice shoes, and he walks off. And I was like, huh. I was like, why did he do that? Was I supposed to say something? And Brianna goes, hey, where are you going? I was like, oh. So he turns around, doesn't even look at her. It was very clear. I was like, talk to him for me. So he starts talking to me. And I find out he's an artist. I don't know if he lives in Lower East Side too or whatever, but he was just waiting on a friend. Somehow, when he tells me he's an artist, he starts making a comment about how much he had to like tidy up for white people today and he's never doing it again to sell a piece. I said, yo, you know what you sound like? You ever read Widow Basquiat? He was like, I've read it twice. I was like, that's my favorite book. Basquiat, in this book, it's told by his ex-girlfriend who says he always felt like he was selling himself out to white people. So that's why he used to like cross out faces and shit like that. Because he was like, fuck this shit. You want to pay $1 million for it? I'm going to fuck it up right now. And I think that's so fire. So he invites us to the box. We start walking with him. We're flirting.
The box, so he a freak too.
Mm-hmm. And like, I love a little like dirty boy that could get in wherever they want. I was like, I like these. Then his friend met up with us who was gay. And I already loved that because I love when straight niggas hang with gay niggas. Because I'm like, oh, because that to me is like pinnacle of you don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Straight dudes,
or
and
he could be bisexual.
Whatever.
Maybe you don't know it
But
yet.
straight niggas that hang out with gay niggas, that to me is really my type. Because I hate that I'm too fucking masked. I don't want people to be confused. Like, get the fuck out of here. So anyway. We get into the box after flirting this whole walk. And then he was telling me how it was his birthday a few days ago and how he's about to have a shot. And then he asked me what I drink. And it's this flirting thing. Mandii, I go to Brianna on my left. I said, I don't know if he's broke. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm going to have sex. I'm going to get this fucking done. I think this is God. Maybe it was you. Maybe it's because you're with me. She was like, yes, mama. I hope you have sex. I turn to my right. A girl comes to say hello to him, kisses him on the mouth. Clearly somebody he's already been fucking. This is seconds after I say I'm gonna fuck this nigga. They start making out in the club.
Why didn't you join them both?
Oh my God, I wanted a dick.
You could have came in here with a great unicorn story. They loved mine. And now you want the nigga to be just yours?
The nigga starts making out with her so long that his homeboy gotta start talking to me. I'm like, oh, not the hand-me-down. So then they go
the gay homeboy though?
Yeah, but he was just like, oh, girl, because he was like, damn, what do? I got to help my friend. So now these niggas go to the bathroom, and I'm like, okay, either they're going to fuck or do coke, or both. So they come back up, and I'm like, oh, my God, damn it. So then I see Hospital Dick's homeboy, and he's telling me how he knows his friend never loved anyone like me. I'm like, I can't take this shit right now.
That nigga ain't love you if he blocked you from his job.
Hello. So then I said, let me just fucking go and just fuck this nigga. Maybe the bitch is gone. So I'm walking towards him, and maybe she felt the vibe. I don't know what was going on. She goes, do I know you from somewhere? I said, I don't know. She didn't look like someone who listens to podcasts. Not saying she wasn't black. She was black. Because if she was a white girl, I might have been like, oh, that's his type. But she goes, no, I know you. I was like, really? Where? She was like, I feel like you used to come to blah, blah, blah. I was like, nah, I didn't. But I know who did.
Who?
Old Bay.
So you think she used to fuck? Not y'all having the same type, but you definitely should have became friends with her.
That don't even look alike.
We probably
This nigga was tall. Old Bay's 5'11", 6 foot best. Bro, the second she started saying it, and she was so Old
okay,
Bay's
first
type.
off, if you like this nigga and you like Old Bay, chances are this bitch liked this nigga and Old Bay.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I need to know who else she fucking with. Talk a fuck that nigga. So then she's like trying to figure out how she knows me, Mandii. And I'm like, oh my God, she knows me because of him. And I just didn't want to get into it. She was like, you've never been to gospel?
I know.
I was like, yeah, I think I've been to gospel. Yes, that's where I know you. And I'm just looking at her
And
like,
you know that
you bitch.
Because you think she fucked Old Bay?
I know she did.
So why didn't you say, hey, do you know bleep?
Because I'm tired, girl.
Well, maybe you should have just became a unicorn then, because clearly y'all had the same.
And also, this is how I know
this could have been
Old Bay is becoming. I mean, New York is becoming Old Bay's fucking city right now, and I need to.
He's been here longer than you.
I know he has,
so it's
but
his
like
city.
I'm talking about the breakup city.
Oh wait,
I thought I had a territory in the breakup.
Oh, you thought?
I thought it was Soho Lower East Side and
First
Dumbo
off,
House because it's the black one.
You know why it's not yours anymore?
Why?
Because bitch, you spent the whole pandemic in Mexico and then left to LA. This ain't your city no more, pussy hoe.
I thought he got the west side and I got the east side.
This is not your city, which is why I know my ex was a hoe. Because guess where the fuck we never went? To Harlem. We stayed our motherfucking asses in LES and Soho.
Oh, because he lives in Harlem?
Because he lives in Harlem. Nigga, we never, ever went to Harlem. We did Brooklyn and fucking LES.
I can't even
were our
have my
stomping
own
grounds.
neighborhood, my nigga. Do you know how disappointing that? Now, don't get me wrong. I remember Old Bay said, I don't be going to the last lap because I don't want to enter. Fuck you, nigga. Don't go nowhere.
No, that's what I'm saying. Well,
I hate
enough for the
niggas.
catch up. We gonna get into this motherfucking outline.
Don't even get into it. Don't even waste it.
No, we're gonna get into our vanilla shit for this week, which is actually really interesting. Because the title caught attention to me. For those of you listening, maybe for the first time, our vanilla shit is sex in the news. And I came across this article that says, why do I always want to bite the people that I love? It starts off by
It's like
saying,
the baby thing. You want to bite a baby, huh?
well, so it does say in the article, like, you know, when you want to pinch a cheek and give like, you know, like when you give love slaps, like even when you laugh at people, this woman decided to look up why she feels the need to constantly bite her partner. And I wanted to know if you've ever either felt the need to bite a partner. I had somebody that did something that I didn't like, so I want to share it. But she said it happened to me. I was laying in bed with my partner, wrapped in a snug embrace, when a glimpse of their bare skin ignited a wild, feral impulse within me. I had to bite it. For the record, I never want to actually hurt my partner. It's more that I just want to softly hold their arm or shoulder or wrist between my teeth. Less rabid dog, more one that tenderly and adorably carries an egg around in its mouth.
Didn't know about eggs.
Obviously, the partner hates it, but they went on to see if this was a normal thing. Is it normal? Is it a gender thing? What the fuck is going on here? After pulling a call out on Instagram, my inbox was flooded with fellow biters spanning a range of ages, genders, and sexualities. These were other seemingly normal people who had always had this urge, and it wasn't linked. If we get into our our kinks of the week, this is not linked to cannibalism or the vampire kink. So,
I've never had the urge to bite
anyone,
I'm like a licker. It's nasty.
Wait,
but
you just like to lick
skin?
Why?
I don't know. But when she was talking about how sometimes she has the urge to put.
Did you read? Like, there's
I feel like that about licking.
Like
neck,
you like lick an elbow,
chest, arm, anything. Or
like you'll lick a nigga forehead.
Everything, yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
What's the word?
I get really rage horny. Okay. One of my friends used the word rage hungry a lot. And
rage hungry or
he'd be like,
or
bro,
horny or horny rage.
Well, he wasn't my friend. I was fucking him, but rage hungry. And all I could think about when he would say that, I'd be like, wow, because I get rage horny. Sometimes I just look at him, I want to fucking lick him, and like, I don't know what it is. Like, if it looked like he was about to sweat, I want to taste it. It's like, it makes me want to fuck. I miss being fucking horny for people.
Miss fucking, period. It says that these expressions, biting your partner, squeezing a puppy, pinching a baby, have long been considered enigmas of just simple human behavior. They actually have a name for it, which might be your licking too, I don't know, of dimorphous expressions. Coined by social psychologist Dr. Oriana Aragon in 2015, these outward expressions that appear to juxtapose what we're feeling on the inside. It says that she remembers an actress saying that she saw a puppy that was so cute she wanted to quote unquote kick it in the head. Basically in saying the research into, and y'all can look it up, it's
so
dimorphous expressions are cute aggressions that like lead us to do things that in the norm we find to be like super odd, but it's actually human behavior. And so where your partner may not like it, they can look up that this is just something like you do, like again, when you pinch a fucking little baby cheeks, oh, it's so cute.
No,
That
but
actually
people
could-
say they want to eat. You know, when they say I want to eat you, they said that like
and that ain't cute. I'm not gonna hold you.
I've bitten babies before. Like the little.
Have you hurt animals too? Like we may need to have a conversation.
You never. Oh, you don't seem
You
like the
bit
type.
a baby? I
I'm
don't
like,
even
but
like babies.
not a clench.
Girl, I ain't gonna hold you. My motherfucking sorry, Rio, I'm gonna talk about you. He's showing me his motherfucking baby cousin or something in Jamaica.
Stop, Mandii,
And
stop.
I literally looked at him and I was like, shout out to Jay. My other coworker was like, so she does not like kids at all. So you could just put the picture down. She has, cause I was like, oh, and he kept showing me and I was like, I don't like kids. I don't know why you showing me this baby. Anybody under me, I don't really like. And so I'm like, but also now I'm trying to figure out with HR if I have to care about that
I
shit.
can't believe you can't even fake it.
I tried. I was like, oh. And then
Wait, you know what this
my
reminds me
coworker
of?
was like, but Jay was like, so she don't like kids. She actually hates
Do you
them,
remember
so.
the video of the black dude saying, "I'm so tired of fake laughing," and he's like, "That's what that was."
Bro, I literally don't give a fuck about kids. It's fuck them kids for life. So like when people try to talk to me about like their kids and shit, I be like,
Oh my God, I be wanting to
like,
bite
but
the
what are you
cheek,
supposed
bite
to
the
say?
leg.
But also it's a baby you don't know. It's a kid you don't know.
Matter of fact, you know what I'm thinking about? I'll never forget. I was hanging with Sharonis in Miami, and I bit a baby.
It had to be pre-COVID, bitch.
What?
Because you can't just be out here motherfucking biting kids,
Nigga,
bitch.
we were playing with this baby. We were just hanging on the beach. But let me just say, we were drinking with these people for 3 hours. And they had a kid. And the kid was like really keen to me and kept coming to me and jumping on me. And I was like biting his little legs. He was like, nigga, you don't know this goddamn baby.
You didn't even know the baby?
I said, damn, I don't.
That was very white of you.
No, it was.
No,
It was a black baby.
But it doesn't matter. You brought your whiteness out.
Tasted
Not
like
biting a fucking unknown baby. Not the stranger baby.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. See, my urge.
You could definitely have the urge to fuck a stranger if you have the urge to bite a stranger baby.
Speaking of the urge, do you know I just realized I tried to get some dick and help myself? Big dick niggas are so emotional, Mandii. BDD, I hit him up, trying to get some dick.
He felt away.
Do you know this nigga was like, we need to talk first? Let me show you the text message, Mandii. I don't know what else I could have said. I don't know.
Maybe it's not the fact that he's a big dick nigga. Maybe it's the fact that y'all were exchanging the L word with each other. That maybe he doesn't want to feel like a piece of meat now.
Read this text.
Which one? Where am I starting from the top?
From me.
Oh, you said, will you come by and christen my new place before you leave? He's not. Can we talk about, I'm going to read this response and then say something to you niggas. He said, LMAO. What does that mean?
You know niggas just want you to explain.
Niggas.
They just want you to
Fellas.
explain.
Not me burping. Sir, can y'all stop acting like y'all don't know what we mean when we say things what you mean?
What the fuck do you mean what I mean?
You know what the fuck a christen is of a new place. That means come fuck me hard before someone else
read my
can.
reply.
Hold on. Here goes Weezy's response. You know what it means. Explicitly, fuck me all over my new house. Oh, girl, this was a curve. His response, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? LOL, you're wild. Oh, bitch, that's a curve. Mind you, she says, nothing is wrong with me.
The last time I saw
Hold on, y'all. An hour and a half later, I had to swipe it over to see the
niggas.
An hour and a half later, his response is, LOL, didn't we agree to have a talk? Oh, bitch, you got curved from a nigga you used to fuck, bitch.
Why do we have to talk, bitch?
Oh,
I did
you
some
out
shit.
here offering the pussy. He's like, actually, we need to talk first.
Can I just say, Mandii? I did something that made him mad. And it is not that big a deal.
Okay, wait, what was it? Because it might not be a big deal to you, but it could have been a big deal to you and everybody listening.
I can't say it too specific, but basically, I met someone out somewhere.
Okay, and he knew him, and you fucked him.
No.
Okay.
I was the Dreamville nigga.
Okay. They friends,
No.
colleagues, coworkers.
We were just around each other when I met him.
That is right. They were there together. I ain't gonna hold you.
They weren't there together.
No.
They don't know each other.
No. You was working with him though, and so he saw when you met this nigga. Ugh.
But I didn't get it. It what?
Ugh.
It wasn't given that. Can I also just say I was not fucking BDD all year. So it really wasn't like we were fucking. So I don't understand. You don't want to date. You not fucking me. So I can't do that either. But also at the same time, I do understand he should be mad because if he met a girl and if I saw him all over LA with another bitch that I know he met when he was out with me, I'd probably be mad too. But
so valid reason.
I'm not going to go anywhere, bro. We going to be friends forever. I don't understand. Like, does he want me to be Krishan Rock? Because I'll do it for that big old dick right now. Like, I'm always going to be his friend. I'm always going to love him. Like, I need to get fucked.
When Cocktails was on our episode, you mentioned how men don't like freedom. Can I also reiterate the fact that men do not like feeling like a piece of meat? Men do not want to feel like they're just being used for their dick, even though they use women for that very fucking reason.
Mandii, I didn't want to beat around the bush.
And so where you don't want to talk to him because you don't want maybe the emotions involved in this very moment because of where you are in your life.
I hate being coy with niggas, son.
But he does not want to be just a nigga you get off on.
He's not, though.
But that's all you asking for right now.
Bro, we be texting all the time. We literally talking about work, whatever. Like,
okay, work, but that's making you into...
How are you? FaceTime the other day to catch up. Like,
bro,
can I not ask you for dick?
Maybe that
My God!
No, this is why I kept breaking up again with this nigga, because every time we broke up, I said, well, I think I just want to be friends, but we can just...
I can't finish this show today.
No, they don't.
Because I am going to have a breakdown.
They don't.
If I don't get fucked. This, like, I know we go through our modes or whatever. I remember you were like, I don't even want to talk during the pandemic. You were like, over it. Nigga, I'm
there now.
And I'm not... This isn't even the longest I've been without sex. This is just me realizing, like, I am reaching my best and higher self. Nigga, like... I'm eating right. I'm fucking just doing good in a lot of things. And no dick. And you're telling me...
I just brought this up on Patreon, bro.
I'm cute, bro. And I'm only getting cuter.
Bro, that's what I feel. Oh, wait till y'all see these new teeth. Bitch, I know I'm fine. And
Oh, you're going to do it? Mm-hmm. They're going to look good.
I'm excited.
You know what?
I'm getting the lipo on my...
Kybella?
No, because that should make you look like a toad for a while. And I work too much. So I'm getting actual, like... lipo and shit on my neck and my chin.
Oh, so congrats. That's going to be nice.
Bitch, I'm going to look skinny over here.
While you're asleep, you going to do anything else? Because, bitch, you ain't going to put me down and not do some other shit.
No. I literally have been, like, my one friend, and I ain't even going to put her on Front Street. I just cussed her out because she got fucking Botox. And then my other friend was like, I think I'm going to touch my lips. And I said, bitch. So I just sent her Carly Red's video. And I said, girl, don't touch your lips because look.
Yeah, but, bro.
I'm not going to touch my face. Like, I like looking untouched, which is why I'm not doing, like, the BBL. I could sit here and go that route and stuff. I like being natural. And
so I'm going to be honest with you. I think I just found out my homegirl's been doing Botox for years. And I was shocked.
I don't like it. It looks like them bitches in LA.
She doesn't.
To me, she does. But see, maybe you don't know because you didn't touch your lips a little bit. That looks like an LA face. And while I love, like, all of my LA friends, no, bro, I could tell. But also, I used to work in strip clubs, and I have a lot of LA friends, and I have a lot of friends that have done everything to their body.
But also, I haven't done my lips in 3 years, bro.
I hate it.
But you got to remember, people go too far. The Carly Red, what we saw was too far, right? Like, 3 years ago, I got my lips done.
Well, you don't know.
And I loved the way it looked, but I was like, oh, okay. Like,
but you also don't know you go too far because
how? I never got it again.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. You have to keep up with it, and B, I feel like when you constantly are touching your body, you're constantly seeking a level of perfection. What I also noticed is,
but no, see, that's unfair, Mandii. If you're gonna get lipo, because it's better option than Kybella.
Well, yeah, it's only the healing process. It's not that it's better. To me, it's the healing time.
I know, but I'm saying, like, you would have gotten, if you could have done an injection that did it and it'd been easier, you would have done it.
No, to me, it's the healing time. Same result, cool.
Right, but it's still touching your face.
I'm touching my neck.
Nah, bro, that's
bitch, I'm touching my neck.
You're being judgy.
It's not that I'm being judgy. I'm telling you, and I fuck women, I'm telling you what I don't like. And to me, because I've been on this scene so long and because all of my friends have touched their faces and bodies, there are certain things that I don't like and I don't want to do. Like, that's not me being judgy. I'm saying I don't want fillers.
If your homegirl's getting a filler or Botox, you can't go in on somebody when
and they can talk about me. I don't care. Oh, it's shooting season for all of us. Like, the same way I kept going back to my nigga was the same way I'm like, damn, I get it now. You keep going back to your nigga. I'm still going to talk shit about you going back to your nigga. But now I accept that you talking shit about me going back to my nigga.
But I think there's nothing wrong. Like, if you have small lips and you want fuller lips, then get them done. If you
to me, I don't like... I personally don't like what it looks like.
But if someone's uncomfortable with it, like you're uncomfortable clearly with what you feel like is making your neck look whatever way.
Right.
So you're getting that done.
Right.
Someone wants to do something to improve their
And so
face.
go
the
ahead,
same
but I'm still
shit.
gonna talk shit about you. And so if somebody wanna talk shit about me, they can do that too. But I'm still gonna say
No,
what
they
I don't
can't,
like.
Mandii.
My friends do all the time. Yes, they do.
Girl, please.
My friends are not trying. They're like, oh, your teeth look great. No, they don't. And I'm still finna get them. I don't care what you say. That's my response even on the phone. Like, I love the honest relationships that I have with not only the men I deal with. Like, bitch, I ain't gonna say which nigga. I ain't even gonna say the name. But we didn't fuck in a long time because I had a boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And we fucked once me and this nigga broke up. We had sex.
Are you listening?
We had sex, and this person who hadn't had sex with me in 2 years was very honest with me and was like, damn, sex felt a little different with you. Like, you're smaller. I was like, yeah, nigga, I was a big bitch when I was fucking you. And he was like, I even just felt different, like moving you around. He was like, wow. And we had
2 years ago, you were skinnier. You were real skinnier. I looked at a picture of you recently.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like that size.
I was like, whoa.
I was 150. I did not like it. And everyone,
that's my weight right now.
Everyone, including my mom, said I looked sick, which is weird because we look the same size now, and I'm 15 pounds bigger. But I literally after we had sex, and we had sex a lot of rounds, but I thought it was okay that he brought that to me. Like, I'm okay with people being honest on their thoughts. And he was like, damn, like, your back is smaller, your waist. He was like, you felt different. He was like, but I liked it. But he was like, you was a little heavier when we was fucking then. And I was like, yeah, nigga, I was a big bitch. And I didn't take any offense to it with him being honest with me. So if my friends tell me, I don't want you to get work done because this is my thoughts on it, okay, bitch. Well, I'm still finna get it done. The same way everyone was like, I don't really want you to be with this nigga because XYZ. Okay, but I ain't finna break up with him till I'm ready. There was no person in this world that was going to get me out of a relationship with a person that I loved and that I was willing to go up and down the hills with, which is why even when my friends go through their turmoil, I can say what I want to say. A woman is not going to leave a man.
She's not going nowhere.
But that's what I'm saying. Until she wants to leave.
And we've been drinking all this free shit, and you going to fuck it up, bitch. That's what I said. I'm sorry.
That's giving selfish.
But here's the other thing, too. She said that she recently told him, I'm just letting you know, if your girlfriend asks me, I'm not going to lie. I'm like, bro, you don't even follow. We don't even know. I'm going to be real. Every time I see her, I don't really know her name. Why do I feel like, but for some reason, she's like, we're perpetuating the same shit that's happening to us. She's like, imagine if someone told you about XYZ sooner, whatever. And I'm like, dog, I really do not think it's my place to blow up someone's shit.
But this idea of a girl code is why so many of the listeners have an issue with the fact that I fuck married men. Because they feel like women owe this unwritten law of loyalty to women across the world based on the fact that we both were born with the same body parts, that I shouldn't do that to another woman. It's not even the relationship that I have with the man. They just feel like, well, if you know that he's married already, why would you want to do that to another woman? I don't think about other women at all. But apparently, this girl code is supposed to be lended to women that we don't even know, which ironically, let me say, women hate women the most. I have been talked down upon because of my size by women more than men. I've been told I am undeserving of the men that I'm able to be with because of my size or because of how I talk.
Have you seen that clip of that white girl
saying that big women do not deserve love?
She's ugly. And I know I be talking shit about white women, especially Emily Herron, who works at Beast. However,
still had the nerve to say, no, I don't believe a big woman deserves love.
I really don't like when ugly people talk down.
And she did.
It's very audacious.
I know she had a long back.
Doesn't that really
yeah.
It's just so weird.
She was transparent. You could see through her. If you shined the light, you could see all her blood.
Do you know, one of my homegirls recently told me that a dude she slept with, she was like, I kind of felt like I don't know what happened. She was like, so she asked him, like, do you not date girls of my size? And he was like, no, normally I date models. She said, Weezy, you need to see what he look like. Mandii, his teeth look like spread fingers. Like like that you could see the gaps in between his whole
Maybe
mouth.
it was shaved down before he put his veneers on.
There were no veneers. It was just like open. It was like, it looked
But
like
he had money.
He had British teeth.
He had money though, right?
I don't know what he had, but he's ugly. And I can't believe he had the nerve to say, "Oh, my goddamn friend that he only date models." So then we start going through his Instagram.
I mean, did you see
All of them were in Colombia and in DR.
Of course.
I said, no,
Of course.
you didn't.
I mean,
that don't mean you got money.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The same argument was recently had. Lizzo just released a music video with Tyson Beckford, and there was a viral tweet that went around that was like, "Look, fat bitches don't even want fat niggas in their videos." Lizzo had a Tyson Beckford model in hers. When do we see, and we actually saw that in the last season of Insecure when she was fucking a big man, the TSA agent. We always like, "Ooh, why is she fucking him?" Big men get this sort of the same treatment, especially in Hollywood, where we don't often see women choosing the big guy as their love interest unless they have money, unless they get money nigga and got a big ass gut. But it's because it's okay. They make money. They rich.
Can I be honest?
What?
Dad bods have been celebrated a long time. A lot of fat niggas in TV find love. I don't think anything. Bro, I don't know why Nutty Professor came to my head, but I'm just saying, like,
Not the Nutty Professor.
Sex in the City, Charlotte's fucking husband wasn't in the best shape. Like,
Valid.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Valid.
I think regular looking men find love a lot in Hollywood, in movies and film.
Dad bods, to me though, aren't
I'm not saying it's
equivalent
fat,
to
but
big people. Like she literally sat on that clip and was like, "No, a fat obese woman does not deserve love."
That was so nuts.
It was fucking nuts.
But you know what though? I think that comments like that, and it's so crazy because podcast talk, right? That is so flagrant. And sometimes I'm like, are they doing that to go viral? But then I remembered recently
I
someone
think they
thought
really be doing that.
no, they do. You're right, because
That's
someone
nuts.
said Medina was talking like that to go viral on our show with the that was just a very organic convo.
But also, if you guys listen back to Cocktails and when she came on, so Cocktails came on our show during the pandemic. She talked about fucking another.
Yo,
that was something that
what
she already said.
was in context for a sex podcast. It was funny.
She's already said
it
that.
made sense. But I was thinking to myself, like, did this girl say this to go viral? And I really do believe that she was brought on that show, because weren't they all British, to say some dumbass shit. Like, I don't understand why people feel the need to, especially women, to get very Kevin Samuels-ish.
They do.
Or Andrew Tate or whatever, or start to tell.
To go viral, which is why a part of, not only do I hate male podcasters, but when women are going onto these, but it's the same reason why I'm like,
I hate male
But not only
podcasters.
that, Brittany Renner has not sat with a woman pod outside of No For Sure. Shout out B. Simone and Meg, which they had a whole nother story to tell. But
Wait, sorry. Brittany Renner hasn't interviewed with a woman pod.
Outside of B. Simone's pod. No For Sure. But the only reason
why is that a problem?
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of these women that are going viral with their takes are sitting with men. They're not sitting with women, and we're not having. I'll be honest.
Brittany Renner. I'm sorry. Did
Brittany
you say
Griner is in jail in
no,
fucking
I
Russia.
thought I was really.
Brittany Renner is Brittany Renner. Bundle of Brittany.
I hear you. Okay.
She sat with academics. She sat with Joe Budden. She sat with Cam Newton. She sat with the fucking fresh and not fit niggas. Like,
I'll be honest with you. Like, there's been moments where, like, I've been like, oh, she'd be funny on Whoreible.
I would love her on
moments
this
where I
pod.
can't stand her because of that. I have felt that Brittany goes where she fits the audience.
But I think that that's where a lot of the women that have these Kevin Samuel-esque takes
I don't think Brittany cares to be liked by women.
Which may be valid. We don't need her to come on here to be liked by women.
Which is crazy.
But I think we could have some very good conversations with her.
I'm not saying that we couldn't, but what I'm saying is
she likes being the antagonist.
Yes, and also she's beautiful, right? So when you have someone that men are Googling over, like, I don't know how Brittany makes money. I always assumed it was like Fashion Nova contracts and fitness shit. And when I used to follow her, even before the book, my time remembering her on a podcast was Van Lathan. That's the first podcast I remember her being on. And
well, yeah, and she released a book. She's a whole book.
Right. But I remembered following her with Body by Brittany stuff, and I really liked her content.
Bundle of Brittany.
And when that changed, she really wasn't for me anymore. And I
Okay.
wonder if that book shifted her demo to where now she has completely changed her persona.
Well, that book, people tied to the superhead, the Karen Stefan, like that tell-all type of shit. Even though she didn't give names, people put two and two together, and there were a lot of people that were named.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she got with the ball player who she had a baby by, they all went back and saw and felt as though she was grooming him because she got him right out of high school.
I didn't like...
But I think the way that she is able to live in her truth is the same way you and I have somewhat lived and grown in our own truth. And I do think that...
Do you think that that's Britney's truth?
I do. And I follow her and I like what she has to say. And she all of her interviews, I'm not gonna lie, I listen to. And where I want to hate her, I'm like, damn.
No, her Russian fit was phenomenal.
But not only that, I don't like
and
act.
she makes girls look really good.
She was great with act. She was great with Joe. She was great. Cam. She checked Cam, and Cam ain't got no room to talk.
She does. But I'm
to
talking
me,
about...
She sounds like me.
Do you
I'm
not...
not gonna lie. She sounds like me at 27.
So...
And where I've excelled, maybe
How
she's
old is
more...
she?
She's our age. She's maybe 29, 30.
Okay.
She's our age.
So when I say demo, actually she did do the Jocelyn's Cabaret thing. So that's some girl. That to me is some girl shit. When I say living in the truth, right? I have a strong belief, and I would love to know what she thinks about this. But I think that when you decide to make a book like that, you have to go full-fledged into who that person is. And Corinne Steffens was able to do it, right? Now she's going by Elizabeth, and she has totally different content. But like
And I'm not a fan
of her content now.
No, it's not even her content. And she has rebranded herself 3 or 4 times. I will say, and even if she came on here, I would pick holes in what she says. I believe that Superhead, maybe I'll look at the camera. I believe that she is a woman, much like Brittany Renner, who, because she can form a sentence, because she can form a complete thought, and because she can go so long and explaining this logic, that if you really dissect what she's saying, she's talking in circles, and I don't believe she believes herself. But I believe because she can use big words and because she can form complete sentences, that people take what she says as Bible. And so I think that that's where she garners the audience of maybe someone who lives in their truth. But I really just think she has a concept of really connecting some dots, but because she's very long-winded. Long-winded people who can go like this and not really be questioned about their logic.
That's Joe Budden.
What? Yes!
You know,
100%. When I listen to Joe now, it's like, especially, nonetheless, not gonna get too personal. Joe has an audience where people listen to him. Brittany Renner has an audience where people listen to her.
But see, hold on.
Superhead, has an audience where people listen to her.
I don't know if she has an audience. Joe Budden is an entertainer.
The only
a very good entertaining podcast.
They're all entertainers now.
No. I don't know if Superhead is looked at like a Joe Budden.
No. No. I'm not saying that they're. I'm not saying at all that they're all on the same level. What I'm saying is, and I may also be able to throw, but I actually really like him, and he's thoughtful in his words, is Van. But where you garner the respect and audience of people, when you have a voice, people really, really, really respect people that can form a full sentence. And when you seem to be smarter than what you really are, because you know how to just have a thought and continue talking and speak in this monologue form where you're confident in yourself and what's coming out of your mouth, people believe you more. It's what we see with politicians, which is why they go on stages and platforms with written speeches. When you're able to stand up, which is why TED Talk, and
I know what you're saying.
I want to have a TED Talk, but when someone can speak in long form statements and where their sentences are normal and when there's not ums. In podcasting, so many people now are removing the When you say when you pause, it almost makes you
people never believe that that we don't edit our pod.
We don't edit shit. But it almost makes you seem unsure, which leads people to question you. So those people who have the gift of gab to literally speak in long form, complete sentences, and add some big motherfucking words in there and some charm, those are dangerous people. But those are also people that I kind of don't believe. And if they sat here with us, we might be able to pick at it.
Dangerous.
No,
but I'm gonna tell you why I don't think so.
Okay.
Fresh and Fit podcast. So, like, I don't think Joe Budden doing that. Like, Joe Budden talks shit and he's
and it's music.
But,
he knows what he's talking about with
but
music.
A fresh and fit is dangerous.
Yes, because that nigga was in the military. He can, but
they're not stupid.
No, they're not stupid.
Sorry.
No, they're dumb as fuck.
I just had to stop.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, they are stupid as fuck. Actually, y'all niggas dumb as shit.
My dumb ass almost went on. I can't. Right? Why are they offering to fly me out? This was way before.
I'm so glad you didn't.
I was thinking to myself, like, once they offered to
probably
fly
come
me,
at you about your biracial ass claiming to be black, and they was going to embarrass you and kick you out and make a viral moment of it.
I don't know if they would have embarrassed me. I can't tell you that. Sorry, babe.
Bitch, if you would have cut him off, he would have been like, shut up. Don't interrupt me on my own show.
But I'm going to be honest with you, though. I'm like when I feel disrespected by men, like, I don't care. I know that, what's her name? She want to call the SEC and shit. Bitch, I'm the type to call a hood nigga to come kill your ass.
But with them, any woman.
I don't know how they've still been walking around alive, how they talk about women.
Any woman that has respectfully checked them and come at them in an illogical way to put holes into what they're saying, get out of here.
So
you're over talking.
They didn't do that to Britney
because Britney is a viral moment.
But I was gonna say
Britney. They wanted the Britney. Britney.
So when they were on Flagrant, did you know I was supposed to go on Flagrant? And
I wouldn't know that.
No. Did I tell you about that?
No.
So when we talked about Fresh and Fit, I don't know if I mentioned this.
Oh,
Andrew Schultz had them on, and I was supposed to be on. And I started going off so much on the phone with Andrew. He was like, I can't do this because it's almost like I'm bringing you in to berate them, and I'm gonna have to let it cook myself. Like, I think he said it was something along those lines, but basically he was like, if I do this, it's gonna make me look like I needed, like, I set them up.
That you were trying,
now, Andrew,
but also that
they look dumb on their own.
They did,
but I do see what he meant because he's like, if you sit there, it's just like, now it's too much. Because I don't know, bro. I don't know if I could have did it.
I just think there is a difference between walking in your truth
crazy dumb.
and just knowing how to talk. Before we get out of here, though, go ahead.
I did want to say one thing about Superhead that made me think she wasn't necessarily the smartest.
Well, I mean,
as far as marketing herself,
girl, the fact that she was whole ass married and still like, oh, but if Bow Wow or Wayne want me to jump on a flight, I gotta
care.
go.
I just think that's talking shit, like whatever. But here's what I didn't like. She starts this rebranding, and I told you they reached out to me, the company that was doing it.
Yep, I saw it all.
And she
didn't get paid for it. Shout out to the company that didn't pay her. She made I screenshot it. I'll send it to you. She made a whole Instagram caption that they didn't get their money. That's why the show stopped.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, Alex did that job and he got paid.
Well, she didn't, which is why it stopped.
That's fucked up.
And she made a whole post about them.
So here's the thing. So Alex wanted to help her still make some content, right? So she came to WTF in Hollywood, and they were trying to figure out a format they liked.
I saw that.
And he said something to me, and I believe he said this to her as well. He said, yo, she's doing the Elizabeth thing. Cool. I want to help her with this. But she had a viral clip on Cocktails talking about Superhead shit.
Good Mom's Bad.
Good Mom's Bad. Sorry. Why would you give them all of that? And that's what Alex said. He was like, if you gonna give it, and no shade to Erica or Mila, get what you can out of your fucking guest. You know who you're sitting with. Yeah. But like, you gonna give up the juice on another show?
But no, she did the same thing.
And not on your own?
But before she started her own, she was on Clubhouse weekly. Shout out to Sunny Digital and my girl Alexa.
I think that the reason the thing that you said about her forming sentences and run on, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if it's true because I didn't get to listen long enough, but this is what I was saying.
And she doesn't let people cut her off.
I want to hear her talk about.
She doesn't allow people to question her.
I want her to be my lip service content.
But that's where I feel like, I don't know if
and shout out to lip service too.
Because she wrote a book, because she's so good with words, if we were to sit with any of the people we just named and they said things and we were able to question them, I don't know how quickly they could answer those questions because they are going in knowing
but that's
what
the
they
thing
want
too about changing image, right? It's like
she wasn't finna change her image. She gonna be Superhead forever.
I mean, it's hard to not that shit. And honestly,
which is why
I can understand if you don't want people to call you Superhead anymore. I get that. I don't like when people call me whore.
But when you go on and you're still talking about Wayne and Bow Wow and shit that we read in your book from 10 years ago, how do you expect a rebrand when you still talking about the same shit?
That totally confused me. I thought she should have went on Good Moms and fucking gave us the content we would have got. And you know what?
Exactly.
You'll have people go if they want to.
Exactly.
But now it's like, if I click on this shit and I don't hear the same thing, That wasn't smart to me.
Exactly. I agree. Before we get out of here, want to end with a home mail. And this one, I think is really good. It says, please help this giver make his girlfriend a giver too. Dear Mandii and Weezy, might be one of the handful of guys that listen to your podcast, but it's a great listen and I've learned a lot. This past year, I worked as an overnight associate and came across your podcast after only listening to music and sport heads talk to pass the time in the dual world of stocking shelves. Listening to your podcast accelerated my sexual desires and opened up a whole new world of how to please my woman. I grew up very conservative, and I still am. Early in our relationship, I would say our sex was plain and standard compared to the sex we have now. We've been dating for 5 years, 23 and 24 years old. I know her body a lot more and how to make her come. Although we have great sex, I feel like she's slightly taking advantage of knowing that she's with a man who is a giver. For years, she was the one making the first moves, but now roles have reversed and my attraction to her is soaring. So much so that I literally do research on different pussy-eating techniques, how to make her come, and how to make our sex lives better. I make things spontaneous, like eating her out on her lunch break, or only fingering her before bed and withholding dick.
That's cute.
You know what I mean? I still have a problem expressing my wants in the bedroom to her, and it seems like pulling teeth to have her give me just head when I do speak up. I've expressed that more head would be nice, but I wish I didn't have to ask for it, just like she doesn't have to get asked to get her pussy ate, because I want to. She calls herself a pillow princess, and I'm totally fine with it, but I blame myself for making her that way. I know she has said that her jaw hurts when giving me head, or it's tiring for her.
Damn, well, where he at?
Right. As women, here we go. Here's what the question. As women, how would you express that, like, okay, as women, that's why it's like weird now.
This nigga can't spell it.
As women, how would you want a man to express how he wants head? And and then for the other man, how do you as a man express you want head? We can't answer that. She's done it before and it's great. I just wish she would want to do it more often. I know it isn't because I'm small. 7.5 inches. I know I know if that's where the hurt jaw comes from, but it's not. Or I'm not groomed because I take care of the hair down there. I know it's not because my dick is ugly.
She don't like sucking dick. Passport Cuddy don't like sucking dick.
He
Who
said,
else don't like sucking dick?
Options,
someone from Girls.
So I'm coming to you. Best anonymous black man.
I've met a few people that don't like sucking dick.
That just don't like sucking dick.
She just don't like sucking dick, bro.
So, to me, my advice to you would be,
sorry to this man.
If you have a partner who doesn't like sucking dick,
sorry.
I would ask you, because you're not really sure what all other things are turned on by you. We say this to women a lot.
You know how many niggas don't like to eat pussy?
Well, no. We say a lot to women that you can't expect a man to please you without you knowing what turns you on. So I would say if head is probably the one thing right now that you want but you're not getting, I would implore you to find out what other things really turn you on. Is it role playing? Is it rimming? Is it nipple play? Is it seeing her dressed up? Think of other things that really, really, really turn you on.
Because you're not getting your dick sucked.
And introduce that. I would also see if maybe she's okay with you bringing toys in. And so where maybe she doesn't want to suck your dick, see if maybe you can introduce fleshlights or things that emulate oral sex with toys for you. We say that a lot for us. And so I would say that would be my advice to you, is to maybe flip it around, see if you can introduce toys, and maybe focus on other things that would really please you, and maybe lean towards that to ask her to do for you.
I'm a really good dick sucker, and I'm not having sex. And this bitch is getting fucked?
She's getting fucked.
I have nothing.
Well, you mad. All right. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Whoreible Decisions. We talked about Patreon in the beginning of this episode, and we are going to leave you with a 5-minute bonus clip. Please be sure to subscribe to our Patreon. That is patreon.com/Whoreible Decisions, but spelled in English. So go ahead and check that out. There is a link in the bio to take you straight there. It is 18 plus as well. Become a patron for $5 to $25 a month. That's right. Support your favorite podcast, your favorite duo, and hear a whole lot more, honey child. Anyway.
Ain't shit. I'm just
There
playing.
you go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Whoreible Decisions.
Bye, y'all.
Peace out.